This
So
conference will now be recorded.
let us continue uh, s- with some examples. Hope you are able to see my screen. So let me create again. So what you do, create a folder on your local machine, where somewhere wherever you want, you create a local folder in your local machine. Select folder and use some Terraform scripts. You can write the code in VA Editor as well, but here let us use Visual Studio. So on this folder, right click, show more options. Here you will see where is Visual Studio. It's not showing here. Okay, if it is not showing here, it should show actually. What happens? No problem. If it is not showing here, you just click here, open in terminal. Okay, open in terminal. Right here, you simply type code space dot. When you say code space dot, that means code is nothing but it's a command of Visual Studio. So when you say code space dot, then Visual Studio will be opened automatically, and it will open the Terraform scripts folder. Okay, code space dot. Press enter. Now see, uh, here you click on yes, I trust the authors. Now a welcome page will come. Close it. You see on the left side, Terraform scripts folder is created. Right. On the right side, we have plus symbol. This is a file. When you click on, when you hover your mouse on it, it will show you new file. When you click on, you will get a new file. On the right side, when you click, it will create a new folder. So inside this folder, if you want to create a new folder, you can click new folder here. Right. And is a new file, click on new file, so it will give option to enter the new file. Here I will say something like uh, example one dot, what is a Terraform extension? Tf. You see the icon here, it is changed, it is a Terraform icon. Right. Example one tf. Okay, now somewhere click, somewhere empty space. Now example one tf is ready now. So this is a Terraform file .tf, the logo it changed. Hope everyone able to hear me. If any issues, please let me know. Right. Now, yesterday what we did, yesterday we copied the provider, copy this, paste here, right. And here, this region should be, what is that? AP South, right? AP South 1, Mumbai region. And access key, I told you yesterday how to create it. Since I have created it already yesterday, I should have it. Go to Madan DevOps and click on security credentials. I have not downloaded them. Again, I have to create it. Let me check. Come down here. Access keys are there, two are there already. Let me select both of them. I will delete them, deactivate, and copy this key over here and paste over here. Delete it. One more key is there, actions. Delete this as well, deactivate. Don't share these keys to anyone, because if you share it, anybody can access your screen, sorry, your cloud, your console, and they can create whatever they want. Very careful. Now create access again. I understand. Create access. Copy this access key and paste over here. Similarly, copy your secret key access key and paste over here. Now this is done. This is important step, right? So we did yesterday. Now Terraform knows how to connect to our cloud and which region it has to connect, and what is the access key and secret key. These are enough for Terraform to connect to our cloud provider. Next is what resources it has to create. Yesterday, that also we picked it here only. So what we did yesterday, we went to EC2 module here somewhere. Here is a EC2. Expand it. Somewhere we will see AWS instance, right? You can copy this part, resource part, and paste over here. We have done this as well. The only change is AMI. AMI is required. So for that, what we did yesterday, EC2 instances we want, right? So instance AMI I want, so click on launch instance. Suppose if I want to create Amazon instance, then Amazon ID is here. This ID we have to copy this and paste over here. This is the AMI ID in double quotation, right? In double quotation. This is a image ID. T2 micro we want, it is T3 micro, change it to T2 micro. These changes you have to do, something tag is there. That's it. This simple example we saw yesterday, right? So Control S, this is saved, and Control A, copy, Control C, copy it, and go to our Terraform website. Here it is expired already. Okay, just a minute, we will wait it. So before it is ready, we should understand uh, some variable types as well. Like in Ansible we have variables, so in Terraform also we have variables. But here there are different types of variables. I will explain you those as well. With that we will continue our session. Sudo -i. So I have already installed Terraform. So check the version -v. So Terraform installed. Then here I will say example dot one.tf. Insert mode and right click and paste. So I have pasted here. Escape. Now what is the next command? Terraform. I want to format. I want to test it. So before that we have to init, right? Init I have not done. Click on init. Install first time only. First time we have to do the run this command Terraform init. No need to run it always. So next is format. Terraform format. It is done. Clear the screen. Next Terraform plan. Let us see what it will create if I apply. If I apply, what it will create. Before applying I will say plan. So it will, I have not validated. Normally better to validate, but anyway it says it will be created. We know when we run this we will create it. Let us try. Apply. You know, yesterday I said that auto approve. If you add auto approve, it will not ask us to type yes command. Yes, it won't ask her for our confirmation, not required. So directly created. What it's saying, invalid AMID it has not found. It's saying it's not found the AMID. So some mistake might have done. So let me check. What is the mistake saying? Creating each instance invalid AMID. Okay, let us check. Why it is invalid? Can anyone tell me, please? Just a moment, please. So some message here. Okay, right, right. So you are not joined. So what is the error? Error I am getting is creating easy to instance invalid AMI ID not found. The image ID not found. It's saying why it is so. This is my script. See, this is my script. Here I have given my AMI ID, and this is the region I have given. AP South 1. It means Mumbai region. In Mumbai region, I am expecting this AMI ID to be created. A instance to be created with this AMI ID. Okay, this AMI ID belongs to our uh, Amazon Linux machine in Mumbai region. But it is we are getting an error saying that invalid AMI ID not found. Can anybody guess? By seeing this console, you have the answer in the console itself.
Not
Can you think?
Virginia
Perfect.
region.
Perfect. So we are in North Virginia. So accidentally, sometimes it happens in this browser is not reliable. AWS console application, the developer, still a bug is there. Nobody is identifying it. I don't know. This I am seeing every time. Whoever the developer, he should understand it. The testing also not done properly. So if this is the case, then problems will arise. Anyway, no problem. Click on Mumbai region. Now here I have to give this AMI. The previous AMI is different. That belongs to North Virginia AMI. Every region they have their own AMIs. Remember. So here in go to our see both are different. You see, I pasted here. Both are different. You see, the previous one is belongs to North Virginia. This one belongs to Mumbai region. AMI. Okay, this one we have to give. That's it. So now let us uh, apply. So it has been created. The same thing now. Whatever we did yesterday, the same thing we are doing. So hello world, this is instance created. Okay. So let me destroy it again. So instead of apply, you have to say destroy. Right. So before I proceed with some more basic examples, so let us understand some variable types, and then we'll continue with the same examples. By using while using these example variables, we'll continue with the examples. So anyway, it is destroying. Let us wait. So now variables. So variables, we have different types of variables. First one is string type, which string type means which will hold text type of data. Which will hold text type of data. Example, you can say something like some variable a equal to, you say some text. So this is a string variable. Similarly, next is integer number variable. In Terraform, you say if you want to store an integer, you can use something like a equal to 10. 10 is an integer, right? That way. So similarly, we have list. List is nothing but like a one your array. Something like you can say example a equal to some, you can in a square bracket you can add some items like okay 1 comma 2 comma 3 example. So these are three items. In the list we have three items. So this list can be string list or it can be number list, right? This list can hold numbers as well as st- strings as well, 1 comma 2 comma 3 like that, right? Now another type is maps. Maps. So maps normally like a key value type. It's like a key value type. Something like you can say key equal to some value. You will see this with these things with examples, right? So the same program, control C, save. Okay, remove this. I've saved it. So copy this and on the left side click on the file, new file, click on file. Here you say example 2.tf. Now here the same program. And one more thing, no need to write for every example, no need to write provider again and again. That means here is it destroyed, right? Let us check it is destroyed or not. Refresh, it's destroyed. So if you see ls and cat examples, You see provider is there here. You can separate it. You can separate it something like, for example, vi provider dot tf, some name you can give. Okay, in this insert mode, right, copy this, right, copy this and paste over here, escape, save it. Now open this example, insert mode, don't require, not required. I want to delete this. You dd all lines delete, escape, save. Now ls, we have two files, separate files now, provider tf and example one tf. So both are separated now. Even though when you run the command like, what do you call this one, apply, when you apply, now also it will be created. Even though it will check where the provider information available, it will check and it will ready to create it. So what it's saying, it's creating, even though both are separated, right? Anyway, that will it will be created. In the second example, I will not add this provider now. So here I am directly giving the value, right? I am directly giving this value. Instead of that, I want to save, I want to give a proper variable. I want to give some proper name. What is this name? Actually, it belongs to whom? It belongs to our Amazon Linux. It belongs to our Amazon Linux OS, right? This image in ID belongs to Amazon Linux. But by seeing it, nobody can understand, right? Nobody can understand whose image ID it is. Nobody can understand. So better you can create a variable. How you can create a variable? Something like, we have to use a variable called variable space, like you have to give a space, and then you can give any variable name. Suppose you are using Amazon Linux, right? I will say Amazon Linux image, something like that, double quote. This is a variable name. This is a variable name, and space, and the variable name you have to begin, like that you have to begin, and begin, and I say begin, end also came by default. Here you press. In this, you can mention what type of variable it is, because this variable going to hold this is string, right? Because it containing characters and and hyphen, many things are there, right? Different types of characters are mixed here. It's not an integer, it's a string type. So you can say type equal to string. That's it, enter. So if just you can give like this, that's enough actually. But if you don't, and what is the value you, do you want to provide any value to this variable? If you want to provide any value to this variable, you can provide it like default. You should say default equal to, what is the default variable you want to, time value you want to give, this is the value I want to give, control c. This way you can give, assign this value there. That means this value is assigned to this variable now. This is a variable, holds a string type. You no need to specify this also, you can ignore this. But default Terraform understands by seeing the value, okay, it's a string type, so it is a string type variable. No need to specify specifically like this, not required. But anyway, even if you write it, no problem. Now you have written it, that is fine. But how can I refer this variable here? I want to remove this, and I want to remove, sorry, I want to remove this. Anyway, one moment please. Is it created again? It is created, you see, again it is created, even though you have separated it. So let me destroy it. Okay, let it will do its job. Now what we'll do now, I want to refer this variable here. I will delete this. How to refer this variable name? I can't say, you can copy this variable directly over here, you paste here. But not, that is not enough. So by seeing this, your Terraform will confuse what it is it a variable or what it is? Then you have to say it's a variable, where dot, you should say it's a variable. That you should say, for that explain, you have to tell to Terraform that where dot variable. Then it understands, Terraform understands, okay, it's a variable. Okay, then it checks here, what is a variable? Okay, it is here. And what is the value? Okay, this is a value. Then this value will be automatically placed over here. And if any new DevOps engineer joined, and by seeing it, he understands, okay, this instance, it is going to create variable of type by the names also should be meaningful, right? You cannot give something like ABC. It's a poor development, pure coding, right? You should not, very poor standards you are maintaining. You should not do like this. Control Z. You should give a proper name. By seeing the variable name, you should understand. Or you can also comment over here. Comments like some double. You can give comment something like this. This variable holds. Okay. Whatever you want to write. Or you can write slash star and star slash reverse star slash. This another comment type. One other way of commenting. If there are multiple lines, then you can write whatever comments you want. But you begin with slash star and end with star slash. Multiple comments you can put it. Okay. But for now, this is enough. And also T2 micro is there. This also I want to change. For example, then simple, right? Just copy this, Control C, and paste here. Now change the variable. So what it is? It is instance type, right? Instance type. Some give some meaningful name. Instance type. Okay. Here T2 micro is there. Cut it and paste here. And here instance type. Refer here where dot. And here tag name is there. Let me change that also. So here it's a tag name. So I will say some meaningful name like tag name, right? What is the tag name here? We're giving hello world. So I will give some different name, something like FedEx app, something like that. This is the default value. And then use this tag name here, where dot tag name. Please tell me you have any questions here, any confusion here. Okay. So by the way, here till now we have created only we are creating one instance only. Let me create one more instance. Copy this and paste over here. This time I want to create some Ubuntu image, for example, Ubuntu Ubuntu image. But Ubuntu image variable is not there, right? Then you can create one Ubuntu. We take the example, same example, copy this, right? Paste it somewhere. No order need to be maintained, no problem. Copy this Ubuntu image, paste here, and AMI we require, right? Go to our console launch instance, get some Ubuntu image from here. Done. See, both are different, right? Now, fine. So is Ubuntu image instance type is T2 micro by default because we have given T2 micro. So this is a variable string example. This is a simple string example. When I execute this, and moreover, the web is the name we given web, and here also we are giving web. Okay, change it. So here I'll say something like but some meaningful name. Anything you can give, but here I will say Amazon web here something. It's not a correct meaningful name, but still just to differentiate, I'm giving. See, this is a variable. This is a Ubuntu image. This is Amazon image. By using the variables, now by seeing this, we can easily understand. Okay, here we are assigning a Ubuntu image where we are creating a this instance we are creating with a Linux image, Amazon Linux image. This way it will be helpful. Now save it, select all, then it is destroyed, right? No problem. Now create another example. Example 2.tf, insert mode, paste it, escape. Now run the application. What is that? Yeah, apply. Let's see the plan first. Let's see the plan first. Okay, Terraform plan. Let's see what it is creating. It is creating three. Why it is creating three? Because the previous one is already there in our fail. In example one, we have one instance already. So instances, go to instances. One we destroyed, hello world is we destroyed, right? It will be created again. It will be created again. So that is the reason it is showing you three instances. Three instances. So ls example one, also in this also we have one instance to be created. So example 2 also we are creating two instances. Here we are creating Ubuntu and Linux. Here also we are Amazon Linux. So total three instances are created. So if you don't want, you can remove it, right? If it is already created, if it is already created, then it would have created only two more. But it is there. Then for now you can delete it. Remove example one. Yes, remove it. Now plan again. Terraform plan. Plan it's showing previously three. Now it is showing two. So previously it was showing, plan was showing it where it is three. Three to add, it was saying three to add, three instances, right? Now it's showing two, right? So what are those two? One is Amazon, not this one. One is Amazon Web, and another is Ubuntu Web. Two instances. Let us create and let us see what will happen. So Amazon Web instance is created, Ubuntu Web is created. That means two instances are creating. So refresh here. So two are pending. One is FedEx app. Both having the same tag name. That is the reason both sharing the same names. If you want, you can add one more variable and one more variable for tag. Instead of adding one more variable, you can use list type. You will see that in a moment how to use that. You will slowly improve with variables. You see now all running status. You have three now. One is FedEx. If you select it, what is the OS type? It is Amazon Linux. The other one, Ubuntu. So two instances created. You see, two instances created. Right now is very easy. Right now you can, if you want to try, simply no need to worry. Very easily we can destroy it. Destroy. That is fine. Okay. Let us learn one more thing. You see, this file is growing with all these variables. You can cut and paste these variables in a different variable, where in a different file, as we did in Ansible, right? Once it's destroyed, let us see that as well in a moment. Done. So ls vi example 2. Here you see all variables are there, right? You can copy all of them. Only variable, up to variables. Okay. Right click and copy. Right. Copy it. Temporarily I'm pasting over here, not copied. What happened? Okay, so this part I want to remove. DD. I'm removing all these variables from here. Now variables here, var dot variables I'm say you referring, but no problem. You can create a new file. In that all the variables you can copy paste over there, but you can refer over here, no issues. Your Terraform will search for variable some file, whatever file. No need to give any specific name, you can give any name, no problem. It will search the files, and in that if you find any variable with this name, it will fetch it and it will paste over here, right? So save this, and now here I will create one more variable, something you can give anything, variable something you can give dot tf, insert mode, and paste the what happened. So it's not pasted properly. DD, right? So select from here and paste it. Insert mode, paste here, right? So it is done. Now without installing, just we will see the plan. Okay, plan is enough for us to see whether it is working properly or not. The plan should show us two instances to be created. See, plan 2 showing 2. That means it is properly picking the values. You see, all the values it is picking properly. If you apply, you will get it will be created. No need to apply. It is working fine. So that is example of string type. Now let's see example of list type. What I will do, I will create one. Uh, Let me copy the same content. Create another file, list example dot tf. Paste here. Now suppose here it is not exactly not, it won't match for the example, but for the sake of example how to use list variable, I'm using it. Otherwise in real time you'll use it in other way as per your requirement. But as of now, you see here I have two images. For two images I'm using two different variables. Instead of that, I can merge them. How? For example, here I will say variable, right? I will say simply image list, something image list or images list, whatever it may be. So this is a list type. Begin, end. Here type equal to list. So list stores how what happens. Now in the example I given you something like this, right? Similar way you can store your value. And one important thing you should understand. One important thing. What is that? Go to our code ls. Go to our variables type vi variables type. Here it is a Amazon Linux image, right? And Ubuntu image. It's a tag name, right? Okay. I do one thing. Tag name, it is we are given default. Whereas if you don't give default, what will happen? If you don't give default value here, your Terraform will ask us to provide the value. That means, let me show you the example. Go to insert mode, not record insert mode. Just escape. This default value I will delete. DD tag name I have deleted. There is no default value. You see now, right? Escape. Save it. Now let me apply this. Apply. When you say apply, you check. Observe here. It's saying where tag name. Enter a value. That means if you don't give default value, it will prompt us. It will ask us to enter a value. For which variable? Where dot tag name. I will say FedEx. Enter. This way, in runtime, if you don't give default values, it will ask you, even for image also. It applies for everything. Okay, that I forgot to explain, but that way you have to use default. If you don't want to give default, if you want input from the user, then you remove the default value. It will ask the user. Here I will say default equal to, in square bracket, this is the first image, this is Amazon image, you can put over here, comma, the other one Ubuntu image, paste here, close the square bracket. You see here, it's a list type, it taken two values. That means these things are not required. How can I will comment it, slash star slash. I told you, no, if you want to comment multiple lines, you can comment it like this. These instructions will not be executed. Okay, that is fine. And also tag name, here also I want to give the same list. Okay, here the string I will change it to list, and here I will say square bracket. First one is FedEx application, and second one is database, for example, something. This is the value I want to give. Now this first value, whenever you want to access this value, then what you have to do, image list, you have to say like this, image list, in the square bracket you have to say 0. 0 means first value. If you want to access second value, then in place of 0 you should say 1. That way you have to access. Similarly, tag name, if you want to first access first value, tag name square bracket says 0. When you say this way, then FedEx app will be accessed, and if you say 1, then database will be accessed. Okay, this way we have to access the values in a list. Let me try that. Here, now image list, right? Select it, copy it, paste over here, square bracket 0. This is the first one, Amazon web, right? Which Amazon instance. The instance type, you can, for this also you can do. If one is T2 micro, another is T2 medium, if your different types are there, you can do that also. Try that. But in this case, you add two items like this, T2 micro only, and access them as instance type of 0. Like image list of 0, I have selected this one. A tag name of 0, right? Where is the other one? Mhm. Uh, where is the other one? No problem. Copy it. Other one I created, no? Somewhere here. This one. This one. Here, this is the Ubuntu, right? Don't use the name, the variable name now. Image list of, copy this, paste over here, list of 1. Similarly, tag name of 1. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can convert this also as a list. If you want, you can try that as well. Any questions here, please? I have commented it out. You see how I have used the list? Hope you are understanding. Please stop me if you don't understand. Control C, Control A, Control C. So ls. So let me delete this example too. Anyway, I will share all these examples which I have in my Visual Studio. So example to remove it. Yes. Vi list example dot tf, insert here, paste here. These are commented, right? All right. Fine. Let's see. Let's see our syntax. Let's check the validation. Terraform validate. Okay, it's not commenting them. It's not commenting them. Then why should it? What's the comment? Just checking. Let us check. Commenting multiple lines in Terraform. So slowly you practice like this. Okay, we have many sites. If you want to learn, we have many examples actually. So star and slash star, these are the correct thing. Yes, this is the one you have to use. The same thing we have used. So what is the problem with this then? List. Okay, the same thing we have used. Duplicate variable declaration. Okay, got it. So ls, so we have a variables .tf, right? remove that uh, Remove that as well, because you see what happened, what is the problem, it's not it's not a problem with the comment is working properly. Problem is with the variable type instance type is declared in variables.tf file. Already it is there. That is the reason it is saying that in a variables.tf already this variable is there, and in list.tf also you are using an instance type variable. In both places I have instance type variable. Which one you want to use? That is the problem. So open it, come down here. Instance type is there now. Just say instance type to something insert mode. Just give 2 here. Okay, you refer the same variable here. Just change the name. Okay, just change the name if at all. It's a quick resolution, but it's not a correct resolution. It's a quick resolution. And then yeah, here also I have to mention 2, right? 2, that is fine. It's also saying something about tag name. So tag name we have used properly. Okay, right, escape. Now let me try again. Validation, validate. Okay, tag name, line number 12. Okay, got it. Problem is, what is the problem again? The same problem. I have modified this tag name as a list, but in our variables.tf file, the tag name is still there, but its type is string there. Here it is list, right? That is the problem. So better you change the variable name here as well. Hope you are understanding the issue, how we are solving it. Insert mode. I'm saying tag names. Okay, now I'm changing the variable name now. Please understand the issue and how we solving it. That is most important. You should understand. Here I'm giving tag names. Here also come down, tag names. Issue will resolve now. No issues now. So no problem now. Success. It looks good. Okay. Then what? We have to apply, right? So simply apply auto approve. Tag name. Why it is asking now? Got it. So since we are using variable names here, in the variables names, I have removed that, right? The value, the default value I removed, right? So our Terraform is assuming that since you are using Terraform variables folder here, is assuming that maybe you are using the variables inside this file in other files, and in this variable folder in this file you have removed the default value. That is the reason it's asking to enter a value. So what is the solution? Well, either you have to go to the variables file and give some default value over there, or you can give here any value whatever you want. But anyway, this variable we are not using in our list example dot file, right? TF file, right? We are not using this variable. Even you give some value here, no harm. But in real time you have to clear it. You should be clear it. But anyway, ignore something, ignoring something you can give, no problem, no harm. Give some value, no problem. But our creation will start now. See what it's saying? It is saying that These will be changes. So it is saying that, see, previously it is saying that previously you have created with this name FedEx. Now you are modifying it to FedEx app. Previously you have created a instance type as FedEx. Now you want to change it to database. We have modified, right? How it knows all this information? Because it maintains a backup file. Ls it have a backup file, terraform.tf backup file. In the backup file, it contains all the information. Previously, what name you have given, now what name you are giving. So tilde symbol says that it represents modification. Plus symbol is for creation. Negative symbol is for deletion. Tilde symbol for updation or modification. So Terraform maintains another file called terraform.tfstate.backup. Remember, okay? They will ask you in the interview, right? The backup will hold all the previous information, right? So it will keep a copy of it. Now by that it understanding that, okay, this person is modified these variables. Now he is modified, so it taking our confirmation. These changes, changes going to be applied. Here there are 38 changes, here 8 unblocked unchanged blocks, right? This way it will inform. Anyway, apply is done. Let us go and check. Refresh here. You see, one is FedEx app, another is database. The names are changed now. Now we understood how to use the list types. Any questions, please? Any questions, please?
No, sir, all good.
Okay. So like this, we have many easy examples are there. Even though they are easy, I will end up with one more example, and we'll continue on Monday. Right? One easy example we'll see. Uh, Let us take one more example. Control A, Control C. How to create multiple instances using a variable called count variable. Okay, count example TF. Right here, let me for now ignore this one Ubuntu. Let us play with one instance here. What next change and tags name. Okay, here tag name. Here I will say, for example, I want to create an instance for dev environment, another for SIT environment, another sir for where I am production environment, for example, prod. These are the three environment, the tag names I want to give. It is already there, but here it is zero. But I want to three now. I want to create three instances. I want to create three instances and assume those are all belonging to our Amazon, our Amazon instances. So you know Amazon instance is Amazon list, right? Now I will modify this as well. I will cut this comment. I will paste here. This variable, this list I will use here again. Okay, I'm using it here, right? For example, not only that, mm, let us take one more instance. Till now we have created many instances, right? Let us try one more instance of type. We want three now. We want three now. Three different types. Amazon Ubuntu we used. Red Hat we have not used. SUSE Linux also we have not used. Let us take SUSE Linux. Okay, it's a free tier. Copy this image. Let us take this one. Okay, let us use the same variable, no problem. I have not done anything change. Okay, first of all, let me clean this. Image list is there. This you know. This is for Amazon. This is for Ubuntu. One more I want to add. One please. Okay. double quotation. Put here, paste it. This belongs to our SUSE Linux. Three images are there. So dev I want to create Amazon Linux. For sit I want to create, for example, Ubuntu. For production I want to create our SUSE Linux OS. Right, three instances I want to create, which three are different operating systems. For example, otherwise, if you want to create only Ubuntu type instances, then second option you can create something like you can create. Why we require a list? Then you can directly say, or you can directly say, you can use this one, no, directly. You can directly, if you want to use for all the three instances, if you want to use deploy you want to create three instances of Ubuntu image, then use this only, no. Why we need image list for that? Directly you can create one. But assume if you have to create different images, then you use a list like this. If you want to create different instances, you can use list. If you want to use only one image, then use a single variable as per your requirement. Okay, now this is tag names. Change the name, image list, instance types. Okay, and now come here down. Here instance types is T2 micro, and in real time you can change it to, change it to a list as well, and you can change this micro T2 micro, T2 medium, other types, no problem. Here counter is 0, but I want to create three instances. I want to create three instances. So do I need to paste this three times then, like that? Actually not required. We have a count variable, inbuilt count variable we have. Terraform uses a count variable. How many you want? You simply say here, how many you want instances? Use the variable. This is a count variable, is default variable. It is already available. Just you have to say the value, how many you want. I want three instances, for example. Then this count will take care. Count will take care. First it will having 0, so count will have 0 value first time. When you running this script now, count will having 0 first time. Then first one time it will be executed. Then count becomes 1, incremented to 1 automatically. Then next time it will be incremented. Then count will increment to 2. Then it will execute second third time. When it executed 3 times, then it will stop. The same code will be executed 3 times by just placing this value count equal to 3. Remaining things I will explain in a moment, but try to understand. Count equal to 3 or count equal to 1. If you say count equal to 1, only one time it will execute. If you say count equal to 2, the same script will be executed 2 times. Now, because I want to create 3 instances, then I want 3. I want to create 3. But here question is, first time images list is there. First time I want to pick this one, that is 0. Next time I want to pick the second one, then it should change it to 1, right? It should change to 1, right? Automatically it should change to 1. But previously how we did previously how we did the same thing, we copied here and we changed here, given manually 1, like that. If you want again one more third one, you have to give here 2. So that is not required. This way no need to do. Okay, you can use, our count itself. Count internally maintains the numbers 0 1 2 3. It will maintain internally. It stores that value in a another variable called index. That means in place of 0, you can say count dot index. If you say count dot index, inside count there is another variable called index. Actually, if you talk in a oops concept, you can think count as a object. This object contains a variable index. Like that, you can discuss. You can talk like that. But anyway, I don't want to go that way. Just try to understand. Count maintains the numbering in a variable called index. So first time when you execute this script, then first time count value will be 0. That 0 will be stored in the index. Then next time count will change it to 1. Then that value will be available in index. Second time count becomes 2. That are available in index 2. That means automatically while runtime image list will be modifying always with list 0, 1, 2, like that will change automatically. That means one time is enough. But only thing what you have to do, instead of saying here, instead of manually giving here, okay, manually giving here 0, you should not give manual fixed value. Don't give fixed value. Give say count dot index like that. Similarly, it applies here also tags name. I want to give tag name like I want to refer tag 0, tag 1, tag 2. Then simply use the same variable count dot index. Then what happens? First time it becomes 0. Tag names 0 means what? Dev. Next it becomes 1. Then SIT. Next it becomes 2. Then product. Like that it will modify. Okay. Those are the changes enough for now. Let us run this. Okay. Save it. Control C. Control A. Control C. Let us go to application. ls. Okay. It expired. Session has expired. One moment please. We'll continue the same session on Monday, but let us run it and we'll see. Oh my God, it's not destroyed. Are they running? Okay, these are running. You see, I forgot to. So careful, okay? When you create, you terminate them properly. Anyway, okay. Terraform, apply, destroy, hyphen auto, approve. It's always asking just something. It will destroy, but meanwhile, uh, okay, it takes some time to destroy. So meanwhile, do you have any questions in this code? Any questions in this code? I will copy in your documents folder, go through them. If any questions, let me know. And please go through the, please when you have time, go through this documentation and do R&D. We have many. Suppose you want to create VPC, you can create your VPC as well. We have all the documentation for here for that. Try to create a S3 bucket. Go to S3 and create a bucket here. S3 bucket. Use this instead. Use this and copy this. Copy this and create a bucket. Try, experiment. And if it's not working, Google, like as a Google here, Google like this, and try to resolve yourself. As in real time also we do the same thing. Real time also, it doesn't mean that it's on our fingertips. We have to search like this only. Okay, destroyed. Now what I will say, I will remove this file. Yes. And also remove these variables. Yes. Get a screen VI editor. This is now count example, right? Insert mode, paste over here, right? When it is not allowing to quit, add a exclamation mark over here. Now copy this again. Validate. Validation is gone. What it is saying? Okay, a dot, a comma is given. You see there a comma is, have given a comma. So we count. Insert mode and delete it. That's it. Validate. Okay. Again the same problem. No problem. Variable names problem here. So here instance types we have to use. I have used instance types, right? I've changed it, right? Insert mode, instance type. That is the only problem I think. Let's check this. Validate. Tag names. Is it? Yeah, some spelling mistake. Did you mean tag names? So what I've given here then? Okay. Just see the tag names. Here I have given the tag names. Tag names. Here I am using the tag names. What is the difference over here and here?
S is capital
Oh, thank
in
you.
above.
Correct, correct. Thank you. Nice catch. Very good. Sorry for that. Insert mode. Escape. Now, no need to check validation. It will work. Apply hyphen auto approve. Again, S capital. Hmm. Sorry. Insert mode. I was sorry. I was on mute. I was on mute. Oh, I was on mute. So I was explaining that. So production is a SUSE Linux. Dev is right. Amazon Linux and SAT is a Ubuntu Linux. Any questions here, please? I was on mute. I was talking to you, but I was on mute. Any questions here, please? This time you are on mute. Any questions, please? Everything is fine. Are you able to hear my voice? Hello, everyone. Anybody? Aswaraj, Naveen, Rajesh. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Fine with
No
all.
problem. All concepts, right? So if
Yeah,
any
yeah.
doubts, yeah, thank you. If any doubts, we will discuss on Monday. No, no worries. Just practice them. Okay. Finally, I'm terminating my Terraform as well. Okay. That's all for today. We'll meet on Monday morning. Take care. Have a nice weekend.
Happy
Bye.
weekend, sir. Happy weekend all.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
thank you. Thank you.